I survived sickness, abuse, and betrayal. All for my daughter, and I still carry the scars to prove it. True story. I grew up feeling unseen, unloved, and rejected even by those who were supposed to care for me. I carried that feeling of being an outcast into adulthood, and it followed me into motherhood. After my daughter was born, I lived with a man who wasn't her father but cared for her like she was his own. He made sure she wanted for nothing. I respected him deeply, but I still wished her real father would step up. I gave everything to my child, forgetting myself, neglecting my own health. I was constantly exhausted, sick, and unseen. Eventually, my baby father reached out, saying he wanted to be a part of my daughter's life. I gave him a chance, even while I was still weak and sick. I moved in to live with him, and for the first 2 weeks, things seemed fine. He even gave me money for my daughter's needs. But then he changed. Suddenly, I was in his way. Life didn't stop there. The house we lived in brought more challenges. The landlord, a woman who never liked me, constantly found reasons to pick fights. She cursed, she argued, and even threw my clothes out of the rented room. When anybody asked her what I did to her for her to treat me like this, she said,
"Nothing, I just stole that car."
Her sister overseas eventually intervened, making arrangements for us to move into a better room for my daughter's health. But the tension never ended. One evening, while helping my baby father move things into the back room, I decided to take a break and I went to talk to my neighbor for a bit. The landlord came outside and confronted me, telling me to go inside and help my baby father to move the stuff to the other room. At first, I thought she was joking. But then she grabbed me, refusing to let go, and started fighting me. I was 22, very slim, sick, and weak from depression and sickness. And yet I had to defend myself against a grown woman, someone who could have been my mother. She pushed me to the ground, bit my finger, and left scars from her teeth that I carry to this day. Even in that moment, my baby father only intervened minimally by getting her off me. I was left to pick up the pieces of my body and dignity on my own. I never expected better from my baby father, honestly, because he was no better. He treated me so badly, telling me to leave his house because he wants to bring other women there. He had also been a man of petty complaints, a master of making every little thing my fault. The finished soap, the empty tube of toothpaste, the gas tank that ran low, each became an excuse for a new tirade. I was a punching bag for his anger, a target for a frustration that had nothing to do with me. Day after day, it was a new complaint, a new fight, a new reason to feel worthless. I was a ghost in that space, a shell of the woman I used to be, just waiting for the next accusation. Finally, I reached my breaking point. I packed my things and I left him. That night, I stayed at a friend's house, needing safety and space. The next morning, I returned to get my daughter, but he refused to give her to me. The police had to get involved, and ultimately, my daughter had to stay with him, knowing he was the working parent at the time. Eventually, he sent her to his sister in St. Anne. I seek out a safe place to stay in that same exact parish, just to be close to her. I eventually found somewhere to stay in the same exact parish where my daughter was staying with his sister, close enough to visit and take care of her, to still be present in her life. Despite all the sickness, the abuse, and the heartbreak, I still survived. I was there for my daughter, even when I had nowhere to turn, and I refused to let life break me completely. Even now, when I look on the scars on my finger, the bite marks left by that woman, I remember everything I endured and survived. These scars aren't a mark of failure. They are proof of my strength, my resilience, and my love for my daughter. This is just one of my stories, one glimpse into my life, my battles, my scars, and my survival. This story was written with my eyes full of tears and a heart full of pain, a testament to struggles that words cannot fully capture. It is a piece of my healing, Stay tuned for more of my journey.